Hi everyone. I just got back from seeing the Fantastic Four. So this is studio I just got home like a few minutes ago. So love you guys. You guys are incredible by the way. Anyway, I just got back a few minutes ago from seeing the Fantastic Four. This is my live review. And let's start off by mentioning this fantastic cast. Pedro Pascal, Joseph Quinn, Vanessa Kirby, Sylvia Garner, John Malkovich was in this. And of course, let me send. And of course, you have the rest. Baccarat. I'm missing this entire cast right now. So we have Celia Garner, we have Vanessa Kirby, Pedro Pascal, Joseph Friend, Julie Garner, John Malkovich, Ralph Ineson as Galactus. Talk about more about him in a minute. And of course, and of course, we have Big Ben Graham, Yvonne Moss, Baccarat, I think his name is. So I wanted to mention them first because they were fantastic. Great chemistry, perfect casting for each of them. The story was fantastic. And I'll give you my takeaways in a minute because I do all these shout outs first, okay? The whole cast was fantastic. The story was fantastic. The CGI's Academy Award worthy. When the CGI effects are shot in 3D, everything was perfect. This is one of the best superhero movies of this year. And one of the best Marvel movies of this year. Wow. Absolute wow. They had the right cast. They had the perfect director. They had an amazing technical crew. The CGI effects were filmed in Hawaii. So love that. And like I said, the writing was fantastic. The CGI effects were fantastic. Major kudos to them. Major kudos to the sound department. Major kudos to Major kudos to the sound department. Major kudos to the writing department, like I said. Major kudos to the writing department. Keep repeating that. Major kudos to the sound department. Major kudos to the editing department. The editing, brilliant. It set up this story. Like I said, the writing is fantastic, but it really, in a minute, I hear my first music. Nice. Hi, Joseph. Hi, Joseph. This post name right. Thank you. No, like I said, the CGI 3D effects were filmed in Hawaii, so incredible. And you get something right in front of me. I think that was comes up on me. Sorry about that. Anyway, shout out to the cast. Shout out to the director. Shout out to the production team. Shout out to the IT department, the sound department, the visual effects should all be nominated. Love the score, nailed it. And like I said before, nailed it with the cast. The chemistry was perfect. Thanks, Joseph. Okay, now from the beginning, this at the opening, one of the best openings. They really showed how they got together at the beginning. It was, of course, Pedro and his wife, and how they get introduced to each other, and how they get introduced. But it starts off with them, and she finds out she's hopefully not getting rich in my spoilers. But yeah, that's for them, and they find us in good news. And then the uncles come in. One is Pedro's best friend. His name is yeah, something. Oh, he's Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, you must have seen this movie. So it starts off with Mr. Fantastic and his wife finding us some good news, and then the uncles come in. Love him. I love him. Okay, so they find out some good news. That's in the movie to find out. And then you get introduced to the uncles. One is his best friend Ben, who of course is the Rock, who of course is Mr. Rock Creature. Love that. And of course, you get introduced to the brother-in-law. You get introduced to Vanessa Kirby's brother-in-law. Johnny Storm, otherwise known as the Human Torch, and guess and guess who is the Human Torch? The Hellfire Club leader himself, Eddie Munson, Joseph Quinn, number one. I love you. And now let's get into some of the scenes that I won't. So we're getting used to the uncles here. I don't want to give away as a plot point, but we get some good news. So the way they introduced him was fantastic because you really do get a chance to see how they came together and the bonds that they have. And the chemistry is right there. The comedy has been. I love the comedy. There was some subtle comedic moments. Love that. And if you think the chemistry between Pedro and Vanessa Kirby is fantastic, look for the chemistry between Johnny Storm and the Silver Surfer. He really knows how to flirt, so that's one of my favorite parts. One of them. That'd be cool, Joseph. When it comes to award season, well, some of the story here. Get to that in a second. His best friend Ben Grimm is also one of the uncles, so that is so cool. They do set up publicly at the beginning of how they came together and how they formed the Fantastic Four. I do not want to give away any spoilers, but they said we named it the Fantastic Five. All I'm saying. I keep misspelling.